welcome to Mike's Trains. In this video we're going to talk a little bit about weathering this building. In the past video I told you I faded the brickwork on this building here with white paint and an airbrush. I thought I'd go into a little bit more detail on how I did that, and then not in this video because I don't have the paint due to holiday shipping schedules, to do the shadows on the brickwork as well. So that'll come in next week's video. And I also wanted to throw out there that this is my new camera setup for sound and video. So I'm just curious, just let me know what you think and how this is working out. So anyway, let's talk about what's happening with the building. So what we have is I've added the last of the details for the front of the building. I have gutters here, here, and so on. They go right around the building. There's another one here, here, here. Okay, so I've added those all on, and they're painted just a gray like the rest of the building. But they need to get weathered. And actually I'm filming this a little bit backwards. This is the end result, what you're looking at. These have already been faded down. But what I want to do is I want to show you how I did the fade coat. To give you an idea, this is compared to, okay? So this has not been faded. This is straight primer from Home Depot out of a rattle can, and then this is the same paint, but it's been faded. So I think we're going to take a few minutes, and I'm going to bring you down into my workshop and show you how we did all that. And in the next video, I'm going to do a shadow coat, and we're going to darken up different spots around the building. So why don't we go down to my workshop downstairs and take a look at how all this happened. Okay, so now we're downstairs and we're going to start doing the fade coat, and actually I've already done it, but I have to do a couple more pieces to the machine shop building. So I thought I'd give you an idea of how I do mix the paints and get everything ready. What I'm using is Model Master acrylic paint. This is flat white primer. And all I do for a fade coat, you don't want it to cover. You'll have to excuse my compressor going on in the background. I pour enough of the white paint into the bottom of this bottle just to cover the bottom of the bottle, and then I take 70% alcohol and I fill the bottle all the way up to the top, right up the rest of the way, and we'll mix that all up. Now I did that when I sprayed the building the first time, and then everything extra I dumped into this bottle. So I have some already mixed, I don't have to do it. And this time I'm not going to use the airbrush, the bottom feed airbrush that this goes to. I'm going to use a gravity feed airbrush because I only need a little bit. I'm only going to be fading the two walls that I haven't added to the machine shop. And then I have a little bit of touch-up work to do on the whole building as a whole, and then that's it. Okay. All right. So these are the two walls that I need to fade. This is the original color that they are, and we need to make them match the rest of the building. So I'm going to take my gravity feed airbrush here, and I'm just going to put a little bit of this into the cup. I don't need a lot, just a little bit in the bottom will do it. And then I'm just going to hit this with a few coats. And that's it. That's all it takes. Now we'll go over to the building, and I'm going to hit a couple of spots on there that got a little messed up. All right, so here's the building. Now I've added the gutters to the front of the building here. So I just want to hit a quick fade coat on top of those. That's it. That's all I need. And then we're going to hit the rest of them. And then we're just going to flip it around and hit these other ones. And then right around to the back side. And that's it. Now the only other spot I needed to hit was going to be on this far corner. I had a little issue with the walls right here where they separated a little bit, and I had to get in there with some touch-up paint and some glue and reset this corner. So now there's a shine on this and it doesn't match the rest, so I'm just going to hit that real quick. And that is all it takes, and we are full out faded. We're all done. So that's the fade coat. Now when I did the whole thing, I went inside and I taped off all the rails. Okay, there was no roof on here. I taped all the rails off and I just went down the whole back and forth until I reached, this is probably about 8 coats worth of fade. And then the machine shop side is more like 4 or 5. So that's how that gets done. And now you can see, here's one of the walls that we just shot in the spray booth. You can kind of see how this now matches. Okay? And that's all we're looking for, just to match that, and this wall will come and it'll come into here. So now the next part of this is going to be just the shadow coat that's going to go over the top of all of this in small areas, and we'll hit that as a separate section, I think. So I think that's going to be it. This is going to be a short video this time. So until next time, happy modeling.